Welcome back to another episode of Toy Tuesdays with Talent. Today's episode, rounding out X-Men 97 Wave 2, we have the X-Cutioner. Let's get into it.
Cerebro activate.
Cerebro online.
Pull up file X-Cutioner X-Men 97 2024.
X-Cutioner, Carl Denty, first appearance, The Uncanny X-Men, annual number 17, June 1993. Created by Scott Lobdell, writer, Jason Pearson, artist.
X-Cutioner's first appearance was in Uncanny X-Men Annual number 17. X-Cutioner is an interesting character. His real name is Carl Denty. He served 10 years with the FBI, and during his time at the Bureau, he was mentored by a guy named Frank Duncan. Duncan was an agent that often worked with the X-Men, giving him access to all sorts of advanced technology. Unfortunately, Duncan met his demise at the hands of evil mutants, and this gave Carl a deep-seated hatred for all mutants. He ended up inheriting Duncan's treasure trove of advanced technology, including Shi'ar armor and weaponry. Taking inspiration from the Punisher, he became the mutant hunting vigilante known as X-Cutioner. Cerebro, please pull up the action figure.
X-Cutioner, X-Men 97 Wave 2, released in 2024. Retail price, $24.99. Aftermarket price, high, $25, low, $15. Accessories, 2 spears, arm cannon, rifle.
This figure is probably tied for my favorite action figure of the wave alongside Cyclops because he comes with a plethora of accessories and he just looks so cool. He comes with 4 different weapons and the sculpt is excellent. He looks exactly like he appears in the show. His articulation is surprisingly good considering the robes he's wearing. You can get him into some pretty dynamic poses. This is another example of a character we likely wouldn't have gotten if he hadn't made an appearance in the show. This is the first time we're getting an X-Cutioner in the Legend form. If I could add anything to this figure, it would be an alternate unmasked head. Other than that, this is an above average figure in my opinion. I highly recommend picking one up for your X-Men display. The weapons alone are awesome and can be used by other figures like I did with the Sentinel Blaster. I gave it to one of the arcade Sentinels and it looks great. My favorite moment with X-Cutioner in 97 has to be the scene where he leads the so-called protesters into storming the congressional hearing and he single-handedly takes on the X-Men with great success. You could tell he did his homework, taking out Bishop by collaring him before blasting him, and then he manages to deflect Cyclops' optic blasts with his Shi'ar weapons, and then he counters with precision. We get a chance to see his hatred and intolerance for mutants on full display, as well as his weapons and armor granting him the ability to stand toe-to-toe with the X-Men. Speaking of his weapons and abilities, let's check them out.
Powers and abilities, Master Martial Artist, Master Tactician and Strategist, Expert Marksman, Weapons Proficiency, Engineer, X-Cutioner Armor, Sheer Omnium Mesh Battle Armor, grants enhanced strength and can withstand repeated superhuman strikes.
X-Cutioner has had lots of training from his time at the FBI, making him a master martial artist and strategist, as well as an expert marksman. Beyond that, he is also highly educated in engineering, which has allowed him a deep understanding of technology systems, be it human or alien, and it allows him to design, modify, and manipulate advanced equipment to suit his needs. His armor is Shi'ar Omnium Mesh Battle Armor, which grants him enhanced strength and can withstand repeated superhuman attacks. The armor also comes with force fields, sensors that allow him to penetrate most terrestrial cloaking devices. It is also equipped with cloaking devices of his own. In addition, he uses Sentinel Mark I bioscans to pinpoint mutant DNA for tracking, as well as Sentinel propulsion boosters for short flights. He is equipped with a vast array of weapons, like his Shi'ar Lance, which can project concussive blasts as well as devastating heat energy blasts. In 97, he has a rifle that he engineered to utilize the tech from the mutant-powered dampening collars and a mini Sentinel blaster. With all that said, let's take a look at the power grid.
Accessing power grid. Analyzing subject.
If you guys want to see these power grids for yourselves, you can check them out on the Marvel Metal cards, or you can go to marvel.fandom.com. They have their own version of the power grid over there, so go ahead and check it out if you're so inclined. The first category is strength. He is at a 3, athletic. Years of training has made him a very athletic warrior. He might not be the most physically strong villain the X-Men have faced, but he's got enough strength to wield those weapons. Next up is intelligence. He's at a 4, world-class chess champ. Like I said earlier, he has been highly educated and has degrees in engineering. That intelligence comes in handy when prepping to face a variety of mutants and power sets. On to the next category, speed. He's at a 3. Again, athletic. Years on the FBI had him doing PT on a regular basis. This man stays in shape. Okay, next we have fighting ability. Another 4, world heavyweight champ. Again, years of training have honed his fighting skills, allowing him to go to toe with the likes of the X-Men. Now on to stamina. He's all the way to a 5, mutant stamina. And that says a lot considering he's a normal human. I'm sure the Shi'ar tech gives him a boost. Moving on to agility, he's at a 3, circus acrobat. We saw that agility on display in the 97 episodes when he was running up walls and flipping around like a badass. I'm pretty sure his armor gives him a boost in agility, but you can tell this man is definitely agile without it. And lastly, the final category, energy blast. He is passing a 5, fission level. Of course, that is all due to the Shi'ar weaponry he employs. Being a normal human, he doesn't have any sort of powers, so no energy blast without those weapons. Looking at his overall stats, X-Cutioner is an above average character. He definitely puts the super in supervillain. Although he may only be one man, if you find yourself being hunted by this racist bigot, you would be wise not to underestimate him. He was a great villain of the week in season 1, and even if we don't see him again, it was fantastic getting to see him in the show. Speaking of the show, Cerebro, let him know.
Be sure to check out X-Men 97 Reactions with Talent. Don't forget to subscribe.
Please do check out 97 Reactions, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Every click counts and goes a long way to helping the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. Also, let me know in the comments, what did you guys think about X-Cutioner? Would you like to see more of him going forwards, or are you done with him? That's all for this one. I'm Talent, reminding you, keep collecting, and until next time, Excelsior!